Hey, what up? What up? What up, y'all? Listen, man. NFL Sunday, Week 6. How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? I'm feeling like, man, today is gonna be a really a make or break for the Chiefs, man. I feel like today is gonna be a make or break for the Chiefs. Um, Pat Mahomes haven't been looking good. The offense haven't been looking good. Sometimes he plays with the ball a lot, and he puts the ball in harm's way. And usually, the past 3 or 4 years, they've been able to overcome that. But now it seems like everybody's catching up. Everybody's catching up, and his defense is not as good. And it's never been like a top flight defense, but his defense is not as good now. And it's like you can see those chances that he takes with the ball. You can see those chances start to affect the team. You know what I'm saying? So it's getting to a point where now it's uh it's a make or break. It's a make or break for the Kansas City Chiefs. He got to come out, play solid, play clean, get them up and down the field, and at least give the defense, some type of support. You know what I'm saying? He can't turn the ball over, get a defense a short field 3 or 4 times a game. That's just not going to work. That's just not going to work. He can't turn the ball over 2 times a game. Well, he can't turn the ball over twice, interception or fumble or what have you, and then give his defense short fields constantly today because, like I said before, this is a make or break for the Chiefs season. They're already sitting at the bottom of their division. They're sitting at the bottom of their division. So, a loss today wouldn't be good. A loss today would not be good for them. And let's not forget the defensive line that he's playing against, the Washington football team. They got dogs that start on the D line, and they got 2 dogs that come off the bench. So, with that being said, Pat Mahomes got to get the ball out of his hands quick. Um, Whatever the game plan is, go with the game plan. Don't try to improvise too much, because an injury to Pat Mahomes would all but pack it up. Even if he only got to miss 4 or 5 games, an injury to Pat Mahomes would all but pack up the season. And then you got with the emergence of Justin Herbert and guys like that. And we're gonna just transition real quick right into Justin Herbert versus Lamar Jackson today. Um, Justin Herbert got a chance today to solidify himself as one of the best in the league quarterbacks, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He's facing one of the best quarterbacks in the league, although they don't play on the field at the same time. And it's like, oh, it's not Herbert versus Lamar Jackson. No, it's Herbert versus Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson just put on a stellar performance last week with a comeback, with a big comeback, a double-digit comeback. 442 yards. And look what Justin Herbert did last week. Over 400 yards as well. 4 touchdowns. Um, he can sling it, man. He can sling it. He gets through his progressions real fast. Um, he makes the right read. Check down is his last option. Check down is his last option. He don't like to check the ball down. He like to show that big arm, 6'6", 235. He like to show his arm, and his arm is live, and his arm is young, and his arm is realistically one of the top in the NFL. And I'm gonna give him just arm talent alone. I'm gonna give him top 5 in the NFL. I'm giving him top 5, and against a aggressive, hungry defense with a good defensive coordinator like Baltimore, this is going to show a lot in Justin Herbert's progression as a young quarterback. You know, if he can get the job done today, win or lose, if he can get the job done today by his play on the field, he's gonna put himself in rare air in the NFL. He's gonna solidify himself as one of the best, and you know, from here on out, that's gonna be the conversation. You know, MVP conversation. Justin Herbert, Tom Brady, Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and I'm gonna go with Matthew Stafford over in well, can't forget Russell Wilson, but I'm also put Matthew Stafford in there from the Rams. You know, and then you got a couple other guys. You have a Dak Prescott in Dallas, and then in Arizona you got a Kyler Murray. So I think those 7-8 guys is going to be the MVP candidates, moving forward for the next at least 5 or 6 years, and then you get to see what a young guy like a Mac Jones will be able to do, and if Deshaun Watson comes back, if Deshaun Watson is able to come back, I don't know if he would be. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. If Deshaun Watson is able to come back, you got to put him in the top 3, because to me, he's a top 3 quarterback. Then you got Trevor Lawrence, Tua. You got guys like that. So it's moving in a nice direction, quarterback. But right now I just see Justin Herbert as not even with that rookie class he came in with. I got to put him a step above, a few steps above the rest of that class. I got to put him up there with the Lamar Jacksons and the Pat Mahomes and those guys. Right under a Tom Brady. But right now, Tom Brady's older. Him and Aaron Rodgers, you can put all those guys on the same level right now. But he definitely passed like guys like Baker Mayfield and those guys. He definitely passed those guys. But so hopefully he'll have a good showing today, win or lose. He won't be erratic. He won't turn the ball over, and somehow his decision making won't change, and he won't just start throwing into double and triple coverage just to test his arm. And he'll put himself up there, and he'll cement himself as one of the top, 5 to 10 top tier quarterbacks in the league, man. And real quick, before the game start, I want you guys to drop a comment in the comment section, Justin Herbert or Lamar Jackson today. So I'm gonna say Chargers versus the Ravens. Who you think will get that win? And we're going to the late game right quick before we get out of here. Pittsburgh versus the Seahawks. Another huge game. We know who's gonna win the game. Pittsburgh. No Russell Wilson. No Collins, the running back. We just got to see. And Seahawks defense is all-time terrible. But what we do want to see is how Ben handles it. If they can get Najee Harris going, and if Claypool can get in the end zone again. So drop comments. Let me know what you think about the late game. Seahawks versus Steelers. Justin Herbert versus Lamar Jackson. And how important is this game to the Chiefs season? Drop comments, y'all. Let me know. Don't forget to get your channel memberships also. All right, guys. See you after the game.